We got starting catcher Andrew Knizner on the line. What's going on, Kiz?
Hey, good morning, fellas. How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. Like watching you play. It's nice to get out there and get some more playing time. You look more confident at the plate. How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. First off, we got 2 wins in a row, so I'm feeling on top of the world. But no, it's a good feeling to get out there, get some consistent playing time, and help this team win and try to get back on track. So I'm excited.
Yeah, what was that 8-game losing streak like? We never see things like that with the Cardinals. You haven't in your time here. That had to be odd. It just seemed like nothing was going right for you guys for a week or so. And even the Sunday game where you guys come back after the Grand Slam, you're probably thinking, is this going to happen again? But Ollie said that wasn't the case. You guys were still confident to get that dub on Sunday.
Yeah, that 8-game losing streak was tough. It was tough. It was, on that long road trip, it just, things started to add up against us, and it was hard for us to turn it around. But, I'll tell you what, these last, I don't know how long now, about week or so, even though we've lost some games in there, it's felt more like Cardinal baseball. We fight back. From a deficit, we get a lead back. The other team comes back, we come back. It's been more of a battle back and forth for all 9 innings, and I think that's a good sign. And obviously, these last 2 games we won, 2 days ago, go down, come back, and then finally we come back and win it late. And then yesterday we're able to hold that lead. Pitching was outstanding. Yeah. And hopefully we're starting to get things turned around here.
Good week of baseball for you, Kiz. I think you had like 3 really good days in a row. You got that win again yesterday. So you guys have been on a hot streak, but you individually been playing really well too. Any superstitions, anything you've been doing pregame that changed the tides for you?
Nothing pregame. No superstition. Just switched up a couple things in my swing to just get me to a more consistent place to hit. And I think that's allowing me to see the ball a little bit better and get some better swings off.
So, Kiz, how much do you think just regular playing time is the component of this? You look at your last 7 days, you played 5 games, and you're slugging .563. You got the bomb that we played. You got a couple doubles. I would think in the big leagues, it's also important for a guy who has been a backup for a while to get some consistent playing time, get some rhythm, get some plate appearances, and try to put something together.
Yeah. The thing that I always talk about is when you get that consistent playing time, you're able to ride out some hot stretches. And that's tough to do when you're the backup and you're only playing, once a series, once every 2 series, or whatever it may be. It's hard to ride out hot stretches. And I think, when you get hot and you're playing every day, you can hit a home run, come back the next day, hit a couple doubles. So, obviously it's good seeing pitching every day, and you're able to make some adjustments in the cage, and take them out to the field and apply them quicker to your swing. So, it definitely is. There is an advantage to playing every single day.
Hey, Kiz, during the losing streak, I know it's tough to, you just feel like you can't get a break, or you can't, get that one play where it feels like you get over the hump. Now that you guys got a 2-game win streak, does it feel like the clubhouse can exhale a little bit more?
Yeah, I do feel like guys are playing a little bit looser. And the thing we talk about in the clubhouse is we are in a little bit of a hole, but we don't think about that. We just think about winning the game that day. We don't worry about the game yet that happened the day before. We don't worry about the game that's going to happen tomorrow. We're focused on winning the game that day, and I think guys are finally starting to get that mindset of like, who cares? It's one game at a time, and if we keep that mindset, we're going to look in September and we're going to be right in the hunt.
So, Kiz, obviously with the Cardinals for almost 2 decades, the Cardinals' way of catching or the system was pretty much Yadi or Molina, and you the last 3-4 years, and whoever was backing up Yadi for, again, almost 20 years. So what do you think, what's going on now with Willson, with yourself, with the catching room? What are the Cardinals trying to do to get Willson on the same page? Because obviously you come from a different organization. You have a new pitching coach. There is going to be a transition. So What's kind of going on in terms of the Cardinals and yourself and Willson and trying to get everybody on the same page with the pitching staff?
Yeah, I think, anytime you switch teams and you go to a team that there's obviously high expectations on winning and preparation and doing all the little things right, it's hard to pick up on all of that really, really fast, especially new pitching coach. We have, when you're a new catcher come in, you got to learn the whole new pitching staff, and it just takes time. I think that's the main thing. I think the tricky thing is, you go from using one scouting report system in Chicago, you come here, there's different softwares, different systems to look at, different ways of thinking about pitching, different mindset about pitching. And I think really the main thing is just time and just repetition. And I think the more meetings he sits in, the more time he has to talk with the pitchers, the more time he has to, sit down with the pitching coach and talk about, pitching style, then it's all going to come together. So, it's just time, and it's just, and just repetition, really.
Do you think this is kind of the perfect storm with Yachty being gone, with new pitching coach, Willson Contreras comes over, and then remember, one of the big storylines in spring is that he's not going to go to the World Baseball Classic. He's gonna learn the Cardinal system during the spring. But then I'm thinking, hell, a lot of the Cardinals pitchers were at the World Baseball Classic, so it's probably also difficult for him to get on the same page with a bunch of these guys because they're playing for their countries.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, and like I said, it's time. And what do I mean by time? It's, for me, it's like I feel like I'm still learning guys, and I've been with pretty much the same core group coming up through the minor leagues for since 2016. I've been catching Jordan Hicks, and I still feel like I'm learning about him. So catching is definitely a position where the more time you have with guys, you can really dive down and it almost sounds weird. It's like you become the pitching staff. Mm-hmm. Like you become that guy, and you know them so well, and like I said, it just takes time.
Brendan Donovan playing in left is an idea that I've been behind for weeks, and we saw last night he made a play, a nice throw home. So you guys teamed up pretty well on that one.
Yeah, boy.
What can you say about his versatility and what he brings to the team?
Well, he's the first ever utility Gold Glover. I mean, and that's exactly what he is. He's an elite player at any position you put him at. I just hope they don't start putting him at catcher. But no, that's his versatility is really good because it keeps his bat in the lineup. He's a really, really good hitter, takes really, really good at bat. So you're able to keep his bat in the lineup, switch him around at a different position every day. You're able to get a good defender anywhere you put him, and really you're able to give some guys, some breaks too. If somebody needs a break, you can put them really anywhere to give a guy a breather as well. So his versatility really helps the team.
And Kiz, how cool was last night for Willson Contreras? Obviously, it's been kind of an odd 3 days for him, but to go back to where he played for 7 seasons, he has the big press conference, and everybody's talking about him, and he gets the boos, but then he gets the boos in a good way because he gives it back to the Cubs, has big hits. I mean, he's showing the emotion. He's fiery. I don't know if he's got he's got his arms up in the air.
Yeah,
I think
baby.
that's going to be the popular thing. I don't know if that's going to surpass the elbow.
I like the elbow.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
But that was pretty cool for Willie after a tough 3 days to have some big moments.
Yeah, no, that was really good for him. I will say I feel like yesterday was the happiest I've seen Willson. It looked like he was having fun. It looked like he was really enjoying the moment, and I really liked that side of him. Because he was just going out there and just playing hard, having fun. And I was like, man, I don't know what it was, maybe being back in Chicago, but he looked like he was really, really getting after it, and that was fun to watch. He had a really good game, too.
We got a couple more for you because I know you're a busy guy. You got a big day today. But Pepper Grinder, I feel like it's gone. I saw Willie do a couple of different things where he put his hands out, but I also saw – I forgot who it was, Charlie. Was it Kiz that did it? The old elbow stomp.
Oh, yeah.
MMA style, baby. Ground and pound. Is that like the new thing? Because I kind of like it.
Yeah, you're pretty much right on to that.
Yeah,
There's,
baby.
there's not much backstory to that. It's just hit, elbow, ground and pound,
Yeah.
just smack that baseball. I mean, that's about as straightforward as you can be.
I like it though, man. You got coach.
Well, what I want to say is, so you've obviously been hitting the ball well the last week. Damage, couple doubles, homer,
baby.
as we mentioned. But what I liked was the other day, it happens to everybody. You know this. Every once in a while, you got to get some breaks. You had that swinging bunt, and it goes up the third baseline, and you do the elbow,
Yeah.
and you were having fun with it. And it's like, look, man, we've had so many bad breaks.
Damn right.
About damn time we got a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And by the way, I smoked that ball. That swinging bunt was smoked.
Well,
So I had to let them know I smacked it.
hey, man, like getting a home run. I know it doesn't come too often. Man, when I used to play, I didn't score many goals, but when I did, I felt like I won the Stanley Cup, and I'd have 50,000 text messages afterwards, and like the planets were aligned. Like, but for you, I mean, what kind of feeling is that, man? You bomb one out, everybody's going crazy. After, I know you want to win the game, but after the game, do you look at your phone? I mean, how many people are texting you? Because everybody's rooting for you, you know?
No, yeah, I got a ton of text messages. It's a great feeling. I got to find a way to be more like Arenado and Goldschmidt and try to do that about 30 times a year because it really is the best feeling of all time.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's great. You know what? It's really, and the reason why it feels so good to me is because I put in so much work in that cage.
Yep.
Working on my swing, working on approach, working on different things, and to go out there and be able to put a good swing on a ball and hit a home run, it's just like kind of like getting an A on a test. It's just that really, really good feeling because it feels like all that work, all that preparation paid off.
Well, I don't know what that feels like to get an A on a test, but I get what you're saying, though, Kiz. I get what you're saying. Hey, man, we'll be watching. Good luck to you. Keep doing your thing, bud.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
All right, buddy.
Thanks, Kiz.
Starting catcher, Andrew Knizner.
That's good stuff.
He's awesome. Happy. He's a good dude.